Hey guys, what I've got here is the Samsung Galaxy Z or Z Fold4. This is Samsung's premium phone. It's their flagship phone, and you can tell that it's their flagship phone because of the ridiculous price that it sells at. As I record this right now, this particular model sells on Amazon for £1,769. That's insane. Now, I bought it used for £1,440, so I've saved a few £100, but the price is still insane. It's absolutely insane. If I hide my IMEI number, you can see the model I've got, 512 gigabytes, 12 gigabytes of memory, and I've got the grey-green color. But you can also pick this up in black, a kind of beige, white, gold, and burgundy. Now, despite this high price, this doesn't come with an adapter, which is insane, but I've picked it up for £10. I've got the official standing cover with pen, and I've got a screen protector, but I'll talk about the case, etc. in another video. What I'd like to do today is just unbox this, and we'll see what this phone is all about. Okay, here we go. Right. So we have Samsung cable manual, I assume is in there. Look at that in a second, but yeah, this is the Fold 4, and don't worry about the fingerprints there, because obviously you can see there's a little thin cover there on the back, plastic cover. But yeah, this is my first folding phone, and what you've got here is the front screen and then the back of the phone, and it just looks like two phones sitting next to each other almost. Certainly, when compared to my Xiaomi phone, it just looks like there's two phones sitting here. We'll get this open. So here we've got a quick start guide. We've got the Type-C to Type-C cable, and we've got the SIM ejector tool as well. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Here we go. Must admit, yes, I have paid a lot of money, but so far it looks okay for a used phone as far as all the original packaging going back on. Oh, there are some fingerprints there after all. So this is the Galaxy Z or Z Fold 4. So you've got a 6.2-inch diagonal there, and then you've got 7.6 inches here, and they've left the stickers on. £1,500 phone. I know it's used, but still, come on, clean it up better than that. But yeah, you can fold it in like so, and then it looks like that. So it's quite a tall and thin phone, but it's actually smaller than my Xiaomi 10T Pro. It's not as wide either, but from a thickness point of view, it's like 1.5 size, 1.5 the size of my old phone. It's not too bulky though. I just assumed it would feel heavy in the hand or too bulky, but it feels quite good. So at the front here, you've got a 10 megapixel camera. Here you've got a 12 megapixel ultra wide, your 50 megapixel wide angle, and your 10 megapixel telephoto camera. But it's worth noting that you can kind of hold it in selfie mode, so that can work as a selfie camera as well. So in addition to the 10 megapixel and the triple camera system here, you've got a 4 megapixel camera system here, which is quite useful if you're doing calls and anything like that as well. Going around the phone, you've obviously got your Samsung branding there, your camera, etc. there. At the bottom, you've got a microphone, Type-C connection, you've got speaker. Around this side, you've got power, volume rocker, you've got the SIM card tray there as well. And at the top, we've got more microphones, we've got another speaker grill. And you can see it kind of tapers down the fold. So with regards to the included accessories, you've got the SIM ejector tool, and then you've got the most pointless quick start guide I've seen in a while. Installing a nano SIM card, and that is it, just in different languages. Absolutely pointless. The main accessory here is the Type-C to Type-C charging cable. It's 1 meter or 3.3 feet long. It's Type-C to Type-C. And, when you consider the price of this phone, this is not the greatest cable. It's quite thin. I don't imagine it's going to last that well if you're using it a lot. I don't imagine this lasting more than a year, and that's quite stingy. You know, I generally prefer cables to be thick and durable, you know, kind of braided cables, etc. But, you know, despite this phone being very, very expensive, you get a thin cable and they don't include an adapter. You need to pay about $10 for that separately. Now, as far as my phone goes and the condition of my phone, it does seem to be a fingerprint magnet, both the, you know, the tablet screen and the front screen here. But looking at my phone, I can't see any obvious marks. I can't see any blemishes or anything that I should be worried about. So yeah, from a used perspective, it looks like it's in good condition. Okay, I'm starting to charge. Let's power this bad boy on. Okay, so this is the startup screen. You do notice those fingerprints when it's loading up, but you know, when you see the white screen comes up, you don't really notice it. You can see the fold there as well. Yeah, so you can see the fold there. It's a little bit more obvious, but I'll get set up and we'll see what this is all about. So this is Samsung Smart Switch, and this will help you transfer everything from your old phone to your new phone. And it does work with iPhones and with Android phones as well. Now, a lot of people say that it's best to transfer everything. Some people say that it's better to just start afresh. But I think most people would agree that it's good to go in and check what's available there and what you want to transfer over. Personally, what I might do is just transfer all the images, all the videos, etc., and then I'll just install all the apps again. So I'm still in the process of transferring over images and videos, etc., but you can see that I've been taken to a page that says taking care of your phone. Now, this isn't the sort of thing you normally see when you buy a phone, but when you spend this amount of money on a phone, you really should pay attention. So it tells you a lot of things here, such as avoid scratches, don't use your fingernails, don't use any other pen but the Samsung S Pen Pro or S Pen Fold Edition, don't go near magnets, and there's just general advice about taking care of it. So please do pay attention to this. You want to take care of your phone given the price of it. So that advice page was the last screen, and now it's saying I'm all set up. So this is it. This is the Samsung Galaxy Z or Z Fold, and there's obviously going to be a lot of things happening in the background, but yeah, this is it. This is what this phone is all about, and yeah, there's the front screen. So I just registered my fingerprint as a login, and the fingerprint sensor is actually on the power button there, which is what I prefer. I always prefer a physical button for the fingerprint sensor rather than an on-display one. And you can see from the fact this is spinning around a lot that I haven't set up anything. I haven't configured anything at all at this point. I've just been kind of browsing around and, you know, seeing what this is all about. And yeah, it looks fantastic. It really does look fantastic. And it's almost like an optical illusion at this point, because I know looking at it that, you know, this is obviously, you know, not as tall as my older phone. It's not as thick either. But when you're looking at it, it just looks so tall and thin. It's just, yeah, it's weird. I'm looking at it thinking this is a tall phone, but it's not. It's smaller than my old phone. And of course, you know, one of the benefits of this is that it does open up. So you can be using the phone like this, and it just feels like a normal phone at this point. But of course, I can open it up like that. And then I've got the full tablet mode. And you're obviously going to get, you know, because of the aspect ratio, you're going to get bars. But yeah, it looks fantastic. It really does feel like you're using a tablet. So I do like the way that this works right away. And this is before I've introduced the pen. And this is before I've really, you know, navigated anything and worked with it. Because one of the greatest things that everyone says about this is, you know, how productive you are with this, the fact that you can drag different things into different windows. But yeah, my first impressions after, you know, just using it for a few minutes is, wow. I'm so glad I got this over the iPhone, and it's nothing against the iPhone. I just love this feature. It's a game changer for me. It really is. I hope you've all enjoyed this unboxing and my first look at the Samsung Fold 4. You can see it's still charging up, still transferring everything, and it's still spinning around because I haven't installed any apps. I haven't done anything at this point. I'm still getting used to what this phone can do. This truly was a first impressions. I haven't been to the shops. I haven't seen this phone out in the wild at all, which is no surprise given the cost of this phone. I really did take a leap of faith with this phone, you know, because I hadn't seen it in person, but I feel at this point that my faith has been repaid. I do have to give credit. I do have to give a shout out to Mr. Switch from Hot UK Deals. He is a phone expert. He's got his own YouTube channel called Time to Unbox, and he's got this phone and he raved about it, and you know, he was just telling me all about it. And I was thinking about the latest iPhones as well, which do look good in their own right as well, but I just love the concept of this and I can see why he's raving about it. I think it looks great in this kind of grey green, kind of like a blue grey green. And you know, I think when I'm browsing the web in the house, when I'm, you know, looking at YouTube videos and, you know, just kind of using the phone as a computer, I guess, and consuming content, I'll open it up as a tablet. But, you know, out and about, I'll just use this as a phone. And it doesn't feel bulky. It doesn't feel heavy. It really doesn't. You know, I just expected it to be those things, but it's not. And it feels like it's a very good phone to use. So I'm looking forward to seeing what this can do. I'm looking forward to testing the cameras, etc. And please do stay tuned because I will be, you know, testing out this case and seeing what that's like as well. But thanks for watching, guys. If you get any questions about this phone, please do leave a comment below and I'll try and address them in a future video. But until then, take care.